What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first ever episode of the launchpad. Today, we're going to be looking at QU Media. This is a Canadian company and it trades OTC here in the US. The ticker is QYOUF, and you're not going to be able to get this one on Robinhood. You have to have a full service brokerage like Charles Schwab or TD Ameritrade. So what I want to start out with is the technical side. What I want to give you guys today is a mix of technical analysis, and then we're going to go into the corporate deck and read a little bit about the company. But I want to stress that, this is not buy or sell advice. This is just explaining my hypothesis behind this trade and why I'm currently invested into this company. And I hope you guys do your own research and come to your own conclusions. So to start out here, we have kind of a descending graph. Ever since 2018, we've been a bit on a downtrend. But what we see down here is this volume is just growing and growing. And this discrepancy between the volume growing and the price falling is something I like to call a coil. And what happens to a coil? Eventually it snaps and breaks up. So what I have here is a circle, kind of shittily drawn, and this is supposed to highlight the bottom that we found right around 3 cents. And since then, which was around the 1st of June of this year, we've rallied all the way up to 10 cents, and this is for QU without the F, so the non-OTC regular Canadian exchange share. And that's just easier to do the analysis on this graph than the OTC share. So what I believe is going to happen is highlighted here by this arrow, and this is not my exact price target, but I believe this stock will see somewhere between a 5 and 10 times return on investment. And this is not a day trade, this is not a swing trade even, this is something I will be holding for the long term, buying some sort of change in the company. So now let's go over to the investor's presentation. And I'm not going to go through this whole thing because it's pretty extensive, and I'll link it below the video so that you can go through it at your own pace, but I'll highlight some of the things I think are important here. So firstly, we have a breakdown of what QU Media it is and how it operates. So we have two segments of the business, one in India, one in the United States. In India, you have your straightforward TV network with an ad-supported revenue model. The more eyeballs on your network, the better, the more advertisement dollars you're going to take in. And on the US side, we have the influencer marketing. So as we'll see in a little bit, there's a bunch of connections to big Hollywood studios, and therefore they offer services to these studios, kind of promoting big name movies, honestly, like How to Train Your Dragon, Trolls, big name stuff. They promote it with influencers on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So that's pretty cool. Now we're going to look here. They mentioned some of the channels that they are showcased on India. Now I went ahead and looked into some of these channels on BARC ratings, which are the Broadcast Audience Research Council India. So they rate TV stations and networks, and I did see a couple of them consistently within the top 10 nationwide. And again, India is a nation of nearly 1.5 billion people. And not to mention, there are 600 million Indians, in fact, under the age of 30. So double the population of the US, pretty much. Now, let's go down and look right here. This is the monthly distribution reach. 2 years ago in 2018, January 2018, there were 17 million reached monthly. Flash forward to 2020, June of 2020, we have 560 million young Indians. And that's pretty insane growth, guys. That's real growth. Something to get excited about. Here's some total projected ad revenue. As you can see, current ad revenue post-COVID is a measly $345,000. That is projected to grow into $31.5 million in just 4 years. Think about that, guys. That's really insane stuff. And I think that's about all I'm going to run through for this investor deck. Actually, nope, never mind. Last thing I want to talk about is the leadership. And this is pretty insane. I mean, we have the president of Lionsgate, we have director of Lionsgate previously, president of Sony Pictures previously, VP of MTV Networks, Center for Digital Media. Really a strong leadership team that I think is going to take this company to doing big things. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the first ever video, and there will be more to come. Have a very happy new year.